It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Bengals and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
Here we go. 180.
Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early, and they pick up a quick first down.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Nixon, his running back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
11.
And Burrow going to throw again. He completes it to Boyd. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Burrow will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. K.J. Osborne, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, hang on here. Not what you want to see, because Dalvin Cook injured, at least for the moment, and in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Another carry now for Madison. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals 40-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll go Madison up the middle. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a give to Madison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Michael Thomas, the safety, picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
On 2, ready? Stop.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. A short throw to Ingram. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding.
11, mighty. Back.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works.
Taking it right down Broadway, through the middle of the field, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. This offense returns to the fold along with running back Alexander Madison. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the 2nd quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
2nd down and 6 now. On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake. Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. On play action, Rodgers. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. 2nd and 10. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Alexander Madison, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Here we go, here we go.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Fine, ready?
Second and a couple.
The hot.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good-looking matchups on your screen there. One of the best, yeah, I'll say it, it's in Cleveland. A big test there for the Browns as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Finally, Monday Night Football, 2 of the most successful franchises of this new millennium. 8 Super Bowls between them, the Chiefs and Patriots from Foxborough. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going to run with Madison again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
A pickup of 2 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Going on the ground with Madison. Able to power through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Vikings.
On the toss, Madison. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Here's a give to Madison running right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 29, here's 2nd and 2.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
Here's Madison. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Michael Thomas on the stop. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run it with Madison. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And this time he is in. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Burrow on the move past the 40. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Still going. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 48 yards. And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And his kick here is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Burrow's throw caught by Higgins.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow. Into the hands of Ingram. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
This game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.